Going to be Carolina ball to start the fourth, moving left to right in their road black uniforms. LSU in their home whites, and crowd on their feet here to start the fourth, which makes it difficult to see. And here we go. Pow across the timeline. Guarded by Van Lith in the man-to-man as she dribbles left. Passes into the corner to Breezy. Breezy to Camilla on the baseline. Trying to back her way in against Reese. Puts it up too strong. Kitts had the rebound on the other side. And then it caroms off one of the Tigers out of bounds. It'll remain with the Gamecocks. Camilla with good pressure there by Angel Reese. Just couldn't finish. Pow will bring it in baseline right side. Gets it into Breezy in the near corner. Up fake as she puts it on the floor. Drive, shoots. Again too strong on the layup. Rebound to the Tigers, and that's one the Gamecocks got to have. Just missed a layup. Here come the Tigers the other way. Up top it comes to Morrow. Passes left, Flau'jae Johnson. Around a screen to her left. Gamecocks down 4. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Van Lith up top. Shot clock at 12 at the LSU logo. Little push off there. She gives some arm separation. Guarded closely by Fulwiley. Feeds it inside. Shot blocked by Breezy Hall. Mylasia Fulwiley comes out of there with it. Fulwiley will wait for the numbers. Feed it inside to Kitts. Kitts goes up and misses a layup. She was under pressure but threw it too high off the glass. We had Breezy Hall wide open for 3. It was a good drive by Kitts, but I think she was anticipating contact and just threw it too high off the glass, and that's 2 possessions in a row where the Gamecocks have missed from point-blank range. Tigers still lead by 4. Driving is Williams, and she's fouled on the way up and will go to the line. That really hurts. 2 straight possessions the Gamecocks missed from 4 feet or less. Could be a tie ball game. Got to make those gimmies underneath, even though there was some pressure. Very makeable shots. Now the Tigers look to stretch the lead out further. Williams will be at the line, and not one you want to put at the line. The freshman has been terrific. 81% from the stripe, 47 out of 58. She's got 6 points tonight. Her first visit to the line. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists for the McDonald's High School All-American. He came in averaging 16.5 points per game. And she'll miss the first one. One more for Williams, who had 42 points in a win for the Tigers over Kent State earlier this year. One of 6 20-plus point games for her. Second free throw is good, and it's a 5-point lead for the Tigers at 57-52. Gamecocks just have not been able to get over the hump. Need a bucket here after misses on close-range shots the last 2 possessions. Raven Johnson up top, dribbling left. Passes to Breezy. Breezy dribbling right, across the top of the circle. Feeds it to Camilla, top of the arc, shaded left. Passes right to Breezy, shot clock at 10. So put it on the floor with the left hand. Zips it left side to Pow. Trying to drive, kicks it out to Raven with 5 seconds. Pulls up from 15 feet, rolls off the rim, no good. And we got a foul underneath on the Tigers. That's going to be on Angel Reese. She got tangled up with Camila Cardoso, and Reese is going to pick up her 4th foul. With 8:20 to play, fans don't like it. And it'll be Carolina ball. They mop up the wet spot on the floor. Gamecocks have had chances on the last 2 possessions, but have missed makeable shots. And I believe the timeout been called. Let's see. Or are they going to review? Don't believe the timeout has been called. We'll wait and see if they pull the benches out. 8:20 to play in the fourth quarter. And they are going to review. Second time we've had a review tonight. Double, 14 points, 10 rebounds for her 12th double-double of the year and 65th of her career. 10 points for Flau'jae Johnson. Chloe Kidd still leads the Gamecocks with 14 points. Feels like we've been hung on that for a long time. Gamecocks just 2 out of 7 from the foul line, and the SEC's best three-point shooting team of the Gamecocks just 4 out of 16 from three-point range tonight for 25%. They had some good looks, but for whatever reason couldn't knock them down and still trail by 5. Carolina ball as play resumes. They'll bring it in baseline right side. Raven Johnson to do the honors. Slaps the ball to get things in motion. Got to hurry to avoid the 5. Gets it up top to Camilla and underway. Ashlyn Watkins is back in the game. Haven't seen her since the first half, I believe. Breezy Hall dumps it right side to Pow. 12 to shoot it. She'll drive in the lane. Floats it up and in. Pow got the short range runner. And the Gamecocks within 3 at 57-44. Pow with 7 points. 8 minutes to play in the contest. Van Lith guarded by Raven Johnson. Dribbling left, passing left to Williams. Back to the top of the circle. They'll work it around the perimeter right side. Tomorrow blows past Watkins and gets a layup. Ashlyn Watkins just got schooled there, and it's 59-54. Don't see Watkins get beat like that off the dribble. Pow wants three. Bang! Got it. There it is. And the Gamecocks within two at 59-57 as Pow hits her second three of the game, gives her 10 points, and the Gamecocks within a bucket at 59-57 with 7.5 minutes to play in the contest. Defeated up top. Driving right side again is Williams, and she gets the layup. She beat Watkins again at 61-57. Ashlyn Watkins has gotten beat twice in a row. Here's Breezy Hall the other way as her shot swatted away into the baseline by Anissa Morrow. It'll remain with the Gamecocks as we try to see the floor as the fans standing up continue to block the view of the game. It'll be Carolina ball. Triggered in left side to Raven Johnson. Gamecocks down 4 to Camilla on the left baseline. Someone needs to help her. Goes up top to Pow, who hit that three a moment ago. Drives the lane right side in the land of Giants. Goes down hard. No foul called. The ball just went out of bounds off the Tigers. Goodness, that was a lot of contact for no whistle. One way or the other. 12 on the shot clock. Pow will bring it in baseline right side. Gets it into Breezy. Breezy, long jumper right wing, got it. A long two for Breezy. And again, the Gamecocks within a bucket at 61-59. Just the second field goal for Breezy, the first since the first points of the game. 6:50 to play. Carolina trails at 61-59. Need a stop here. They're working around right side tomorrow. Guarded by Watkins. He's gotten beat off the dribble twice. Steps back for a long jumper. No good. Partially blocked by Watkins. Breezy gets the rebound. Gamecocks have a chance to tie it with 6:35 to play. Gamecocks down 61-59. Here's Breezy. Or rather Pow, left baseline, drives into the lane, puts one off the glass, no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line. Pow, normally more of a three-point shooter, has been aggressive going to the rack since the threes weren't falling a while ago, though she did hit a three a moment ago. And now she'll be at the free throw line. She's got 10 points, her first visit to the stripe. Free throws have been horrendous for the Gamecocks today, just 2 out of 7. Pow has not been there often. Just her first visit to the line tonight. Hits the first one to make it 61-60. With 6:26 to play, shooting right into the teeth of the student section. Second free throw. Got it, and we're tied. Gamecocks were down 11. We're tied with 6:26 to play. It's a new ball game as Pow hits a couple of free throws. Here we go. Tigers with the basketball. Dribbling right is Williams. Pulls up from the right elbow. No good. Ball caroms out our way. Breezy saves it from going out of bounds. And the Gamecocks have it. Gets it to Raven. Across the timeline right side. Pow. Underneath Camilla. Double team. Goes up. Lays it in. And the Gamecocks have their first lead since they led 2-0. It's 63-61 with 6 minutes to play. And a timeout taken by Kim Mulkey. With 5:58 to play, the Gamecocks have come off the deck after trailing by as many as 11 and now have a 2-point lead with 5:58 to play. We'll keep it right here as it's a 30-second timeout, I believe. Wow. Gamecocks looked dead and buried a while ago in that first half, down 11 several times. Got some momentum going into halftime on that three-pointer at the buzzer. Didn't seem like they were ever going to get over the hump. After several times the Gamecocks had gotten with 1 or 2 points. And now a timeout taken again, I think this time by LSU. Nope, not a timeout, that was just the second whistle, all right. So it'll be LSU ball, Gamecocks lead is 2. Raven Johnson, Ashlyn Watkins, Breezy Hall, Camilla Cardoso, Tahina Pow in the game. Louge Johnson to trigger it in to Williams, and we're underway. Hands it off to Van Lith up top, guarded by Raven Johnson in the man-to-man. Dribbling left, passing left to Williams. Puts it on the floor. Zips it back to Van Lith, left wing. 13 to shoot it. Spins her way after the drive. Got away with a walk, puts it up and in. She's fouled. Count the basket. Chance for a three-point play. Looked like Van Lith traveled with it, but they called the foul, and a chance for a three-point play to put LSU back on top. Raven Johnson called for the foul. And Van Lith at the line. She's got 9 points tonight. Looks to get into double figures here. Van Lith, normally a very good free throw shooter at 72%. And the follow-up here is good. She was 0 for 2 tonight before that, but now the Tigers reclaim the lead on the three-point play. It's 64-63. Crowd on their feet here. Here's Raven Johnson across the timeline. Started closely by Van Lith. Bounce pass to Pow Pow up top. Pow Pow on the baseline to Watkins. Drive, shoots, lays it up and in. Ashlyn Watkins puts the Gamecocks back on top. Back and forth we go, 65-64. First points for Watkins, who was in foul trouble early in the game and then had some defensive struggles a few minutes ago. 1 point lead for the Gamecocks. Here's Van Lith up top, dribbling to her right. We're midway through the final quarter here. Van Lith around a screen, drives to the free throw line, pulls up from 15, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound to Raven. Gamecocks have it, lead is just 1. Here's Pow Pow left side. Pow Pow to Watkins on the baseline, puts it on the floor, zips it back out and threw it away. Oh, goodness. Ashlyn Watkins just threw the basketball away, was looking for Breezy Hall, and it goes out of bounds and back to LSU now. Oh, goodness. Bad time for a turnover. 10th of the game for the Gamecocks. LSU with the basketball, 1 point lead for South Carolina with 4:48 to play here between the last two national champions. Williams drives in the lane. Cut off, gets it to Reese, gets it back. Now back to Reese outside the right elbow. To Williams in the far corner for 3, and she got it. And LSU reclaims the lead, 67-65, as the freshman hits her first three-pointers after 7 misses, and then the Gamecocks throw it away again. Back-to-back turnovers by the Gamecocks give it back to LSU, who leads at 67-65. Gamecocks were claiming the Tigers had knocked it out, and a timeout taken by LSU. With 4:28 to play in the contest, Tigers will look to make it a 2-possession game. That's a big turnover by the Gamecocks. And we'll make it a full timeout, and we'll step aside. Back in a moment for more Carolina basketball from Learfield. .4:18 to play. LSU with the basketball, leading by 2 after back-to-back turnovers by the Gamecocks after Carolina had battled back to reclaim the lead. And then a little silly foul on Ashlyn Watkins on the baseline, a hand check foul. And that's going to put LSU, or keep, it's not the 5th foul, I'm sorry. It'll keep the possession with LSU, but the Gamecocks 2 very costly turnovers in their last 2 possessions. LSU with a 2-point lead, looking to make it a 2-possession game here. Van Lith to bring it in. Feeds it inside, ball knocked away, stolen by Raven Johnson. Raven leading the break. One girl in front of her, drive, shoots, fouled, and she'll go to the line. Foul is going to be on Angel Reese, and Angel Reese is fouled out of the game. Angel Reese has fouled out with 15 points and 8 rebounds. And that'll get the big 6'6 freshman, Aaliyah Del Rosario, back onto the floor. So the Gamecocks will be at the line, but unfortunately have not shot free throws well tonight. 4 out of 9, and Raven Johnson at the stripe. 8 points tonight. This is her first visit to the line. Raven hasn't been there often, has not been great at the line this year. Hits the first one to make it 67-66. One more time for Raven. This for the tie. Got it! And we're tied at 67 with 4:02 to play. This game living up to its billing after the Gamecocks trailed by 11 here on the road. Tied at 67, under 4 minutes to play. The last 2 national champions squaring off here. We go for the steal, don't get it. Morrow, right side, pull-up jumper won't go down. Del Rosario with the rebound. Shot blocked by Cardoso. Rebound, Watkins, and the Gamecocks have it. 3:40 to play, tied at 67. Breezy goes underneath to Camilla. Camilla puts it up, and they're going to get it for a travel. 3 costly turnovers here in the 4th quarter by South Carolina on scoring opportunities. And it'll go back to LSU. Got to take care of the basketballs. Camilla got called for steps. 3.5 minutes to play. We're tied at 67 here in Baton Rouge. Tigers with the basketball, moving right to left. Van Lith working on Raven, dribbling right. Onto the wing in front of Coach Mulkey. Shot clock halfway down. Picks up the dribble. Passes right to Williams. Williams, 12 to shoot it. Puts up a prayer from the corner. In and out, no good. Raven with the rebound, and the Gamecocks have it. need a bucket here. Tied at 67. Raven driving into the lane, kicks it out to Breezy left wing. Doesn't pull the trigger on the three. Going to work for a better shot here. Tahina Paopao between the rings. 15 on the shot clock, 3 minutes to play. Paopao around a screen, drives, kicks it out to Camilla. Passes right, Breezy, right wing three, bang, and the Gamecocks lead 70-67. A timely three for Breezy Hall, her 34th of the year, first of the game, and the Gamecocks have their largest lead of just 3 points with 2:40 to play here. Van Lith up top, guarded by Raven Johnson. Bounce pass to the right to Williams. Guarded by Breezy Hall, comes around a screen, drives into the lane, floats it up, and no good. Rebound Breezy, and the Gamecocks have it. Slow it down here. 2:20 to play. 3-point lead for the Gamecocks. Raven right side. Up top it comes to Breezy. Doesn't pull the trigger on the three. Will take some air out of the ball here. 70-67 Gamecocks. A thriller here in Baton Rouge. Gamecocks were down by 11 several times in this one. 10 on the shot clock. Paopao wants three. It's nowhere near. Rebound Van Lith. Paopao has struggled from distance here today. 2 minutes to play. Gamecocks lead at 70-67. LSU with the basketball. Van Lith dribbling right, guarded by Raven Johnson in the man-to-man. Around a screen, back to her left, towards the free throw line, cut off there. Bounce pass to Morrow left side, guarded by Watkins. Feeds Van Lith right wing for three, and she got it, and we're tied. Haley Van Lith ties it with a three from the right wing, and a timeout taken by LSU with 1:37 to play. Big miss on the other end by the Gamecocks. They couldn't make it a two-possession game, and Haley Van Lith, the former All-American at Louisville, ties it with a big three ball there. Some good ball movement there by the Tigers to tie this thing up. Timeout taken by LSU. They have one remaining. Gamecocks have three. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. What an atmosphere. What a game. LSU had the early advantage, an 11-point lead several times in the first half. Gamecocks finally got over the hump and took the lead in the fourth quarter. Led a couple of times, led by three just a moment ago with a chance to go up by two possessions. Missed the shot. LSU hits a big three to tie it, and that's where we are, 70 apiece with 1:37 to play here. First place in the SEC on the line. Gamecocks in the road blacks, LSU in the home white. It'll be Carolina ball. Try to reclaim the lead. Need a good shot here. The threes have not been falling with the consistency that you would like for the Gamecocks. Just 6 out of 19. Gamecocks will have to go the length of the floor. Ashlyn Watkins, Tahina Paopao, Breezy Hall, Raven Johnson, Camilla Cardoso on the floor. Raven will bring it up. Here we go. 1:36 to play. Get the popcorn ready. There's Raven across the timeline right side. Guarded by Van Lith in the man-to-man. Looking inside, Paopao was knocked to the floor. No foul. Get it to Watkins. 13 to shoot it. Up top is Paopao now, guarded by Flau'jae Johnson. 10 to shoot it. Got to do something with it. Paopao off the dribble. Dumps it down low to Camilla. Into the corner. Three ball for Breezy. Yes! Breezy Hall puts the Gamecocks up 73-70 with 1:07 to play in the contest. Second three-pointer for Breezy Hall. 1 minute to play here in Baton Rouge. Here come the Tigers. Williams left wing, guarded by Breezy. Trying to drive, back to Van Lith. Another three left wing. Back rimmed it no good. Camilla with the rebound, and she's mugged from behind from Del Rosario, and the Gamecocks will have it with 50.5 seconds to play. Carolina ball leading 73-70. Second foul on Del Rosario. Only the fourth team foul, I believe. Last to give before the bonus. Gamecocks got to work some clock here. Also would be nice to get some points to make it a two-possession game. Clock ticking with 45 seconds to play. Raven gets it across, guarded closely by Van Lith. Dribbling left side. Whistle away from the ball, and a timeout taken by Dawn Staley. With 36.6 seconds to go, we'll keep it right here. High drama here in Baton Rouge. Gamecocks taking on number 9 LSU, the defending national champs, on their home floor where LSU has won 29 straight home games. Gamecocks coming in at 17-0, 5-0 in the SEC. LSU at 18-2, 5-1 in SEC play. South Carolina trailed by as many as 11 several times in the first half. Hit a three-pointer at the buzzer before the halftime by Malaysia Fulwiley to get the Gamecocks within 5. Gamecocks finally reclaimed the lead for a moment with 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. And it's seesawed back and forth since. Carolina ball, 36.6 seconds to go, 16 on the shot clock. I believe LSU is out of timeouts. The Gamecocks have 2, if I'm reading it right. Gamecocks will trigger it in front of their own bench. Raven Johnson to do the honors, Van Lith in front of her. Raven accepts the basketball. Someone's got to come back to it. Get it into Breezy. We're underway. Now back to Raven between the rings. Raven Johnson, 10 seconds to shoot it. Dribbling right. Now back to her left. Got to do something with it. 25 seconds to play. Around a screen to her right. Raven drives into the lane. Floats it up and in! Raven Johnson with 22.4 seconds to play. Makes it 75-70. Tigers have it. I believe they're out of timeouts. They need a bucket quick. 19 seconds to play. Van Lith dribbling left side. Here's Williams, 3-ball left wing. Off the rim, no good. Camilla with the rebound. 10 seconds to play. There were thunderstorms earlier today, but there's a sandstorm brewing here in Baton Rouge. Foul called, and South Carolina will go to the line with 9.2 seconds to play. Leading 75-70. Raven Johnson will be at the line. Carolina trailed by as many as 11 on the road against LSU with the home crowd behind the Tigers, and the Gamecocks have come off the deck, have a 5-point lead. Raven hits the first free throw. It's 76-70. 13 points for Raven. One more will make it a 3-possession game. In and out, no good. Fight for the rebound. Karam's out to Raven, and that'll do it. The Gamecocks have come into Baton Rouge and knocked off the 9th-ranked LSU Tigers and defending national champions 76-60. There'll be no court storming tonight, but as I said before, there's a sandstorm here in Baton Rouge. The Gamecocks come off the deck and remain unbeaten. 18-0, 6-0 in the SEC, and take a 2-game lead in the league standings over the LSU Tigers.